So, do you watch movies and TV shows in Korean? Like, are you interested in movies and TV shows?
Well, you know what? I'm not very interested in, TV shows and movies. Well, actually, we don't have TV. I mean, we used to have it, but throw it away. It's broken. I mean, it wasn't working well. So, yeah, we don't have TV. Some people think like, how can you live without TV? But actually, now I get used to it, and yeah, I can live without it. And well,
Yeah.
actually, I guess yeah, it is better because I can use my time in other parts besides watching TV. Like I can exercise more, I can talk with my family more. So yeah, I think it's really good. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So to sum up, I mean,
Absolutely.
I'm not really interested in TV and TV shows.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I mean, I have a TV in my lounge, but I never turn it on. I just watch things on like Netflix on my laptop and stuff. But yeah, I've seen lots of Korean TV shows. I say TV shows, I mean like series.
Oh,
Um,
oh yeah, I know what you're saying. Like TV series or like drama. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
There are
But
like
the
a
only
lot of series, right? In on
yeah,
Netflix.
yeah, there's loads. But the only Korean ones I've watched are all horror. Like Korean TV do horror really well.
Oh,
There's
really?
Yeah, I've watched like three separate Korean horror series, and they're really good. But
Oh
yeah.
my god! Well, so yeah, you watch all you like. Yeah, you have watched Korean TV shows, and they're all horror. I mean, they're all horror
Oh,
series,
horror.
horror movies. Oh
Yeah,
my
like
god!
All of Us Are Dead. That's like a zombie one, and then there's Hellbound. That's like demons, and then number three was Sweet Home, which is like mutant monsters, zombie things. Um, all very good. All very like disturbing. Really
Oh,
disturbing.
well, I see. Well, yeah. Well, it sounds like yeah, you like horror movie. Well, actually, in my yeah, I mean, I don't really like horror movie because yeah, I mean, I'm terrible at watching like ghosts or like scary things because yeah, when I watch when I watch those things, like I can't sleep in the night because I'm so scared. Like when I try to sleep, I'm thinking of the zombies or monsters that I saw. So yeah, I can
Mm.
watch it. But well, actually, you're pretty yeah good. Well, yeah, so by the way, like I want to ask you. So yeah, I mean, if you like horror movie, like have you ever watched or have you ever watched Train to Busan? I mean, this is
Right. No, but I want to. I know it's like a zombie movie,
that's
Korean
right.
zombie movie on a train, and I really want to watch it, but I don't know why I haven't watched it yet. It looks really good. Have you seen it?
Yeah, well, actually, yeah, I've watched it when I was before teenager. I like when I was like 8 or 7. I watched a
Oof.
long time ago, but I still remember that it was a really good movie. I really enjoyed, and yeah, it was also really fun. It was yeah, I mean, I guess it is a really well made movie, so I definitely recommend you to watch Train to Busan one day. Like if you like, uh, horror movie
Was
or
it
maybe yeah,
scary?
I mean, it's well, actually, it's. I mean, there's some zombies, but it's not scary. I mean, it's actually yeah funny. Well, I mean,
Funny?
not funny. I mean, it's actually really interesting. Yeah, that's. I guess
Ah, that's like
it's not like a
enjoyable.
comedy, but yeah, it's not like comedy. Yeah, funny is a wrong word, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I was trying to say interesting.
Well, yeah, it's interesting. English, we have the word funny, which means ha 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 ha, comedy, funny, and then we have the word fun, which means enjoyable, good time. So yeah, you could say it's fun. It's like a
Oh
fun
yeah,
movie.
yeah. I can also say yeah, like that. Yeah, Train to Busan is a really fun movie. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, you
nice.
can. Oh, yeah, you will love it if you watch it.
Excellent. Yeah, no, it's on my watch list. I will watch it eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope you can watch it one day. And by the way, have you ever watched like Squid Game? I mean, it's not a horror movie, but it was too famous.
Yeah. It was so famous. It was crazy how popular it got in such a quick time. It like broke records for popularity.
That's
Um,
right. I mean, yeah, how do I say it broke records. I mean, on Netflix and also
mm,
yeah, like a lot of people watch Squid Game in a short time. Yeah, I know. I know. I still remember the time, and like it's been a few years since how do I say Squid Game is made, but still a lot of people love Squid Game. So yeah, I think it
Yeah.
is also a really good movie. Well, also, yeah, you have watched Squid Game before, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It was unavoidable. Everyone was talking about it. And then when you watch episode after episode after episode after episode, we call it binge watching. Means like over and over and over and over and over again. So yeah, I binge watched it in a short space of time, and it was really good. But I don't know why it got so popular because it was good, but it wasn't like amazing. I
I
think it was
know.
very like iconic. Yeah,
Yeah, I guess yeah, that is the right word. I mean, yeah, I mean, I also yeah thought that like yeah, Squid Game is a really nice movie, but I didn't know that it's going to be the world most popular movie. I mean, yeah,
yeah,
everyone in the world like watch Squid Game these days. I mean, not like when Squid Game was made. So yeah, I mean,
yeah.
it's quite surprising, and
I
yeah,
was
I'm
surprised.
proud as a Korean. I mean, Squid Game is a Korean movie, and yeah, I'm kind of proud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's so much. I think Korea's influence over the rest of the world is like growing exponentially. For example, K-pop is
Oh
everywhere.
yeah.
Everyone knows Blackpink. I have a friend in Saudi Arabia who went to a Blackpink concert. And
Wow.
it's so crazy to think like Korean pop, K-pop, Saudi Arabia. It's like it's such a weird mixture, but it's spread everywhere. It's so popular.
That's right. I mean, yeah, everyone in the world listen to a lot of K-pop, songs like, like BTS. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you know BTS. Yeah,
Yeah.
BTS and Blackpink. Yeah, these kind of groups are too popular in the world. Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, Koreans are becoming famous because of them. Like K-drama and K-pop. Yeah, they're making Korea famous.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah, the
actually, yeah, what I've heard.
influence is growing.
Yeah, the influence is growing. Well, actually, that's why. Yeah, I'm as far as I know. Yeah, like my dad told me. Yeah, because of K-pop and K-drama, a lot of people are trying to learn Korean. Well, that's what I've heard. Is it right?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. A lots of people want to learn. It's interesting. When I talk to anyone from England and I say, what language would you want to learn? They always say Japanese still. So I think Japanese is a really like influential um, what's the word, culture. Um, but I think eventually Korean will overtake Japan in terms of influence. So maybe in a few years, I ask English people, what language would you want to learn? Maybe everyone will say Korean. That's my prediction for the future.
Oh, yeah, maybe that will happen like in few years. Well, yeah, I hope that happens. So maybe, for example, like yeah, if that happens when I meet people from other country, maybe I don't need to speak their language because yeah, they can speak Korean. Well, that will be
Yeah.
really interesting. I mean, yeah, it is going to be really cool, right? Because I met a stranger from other country, but they speak Korean. Not like English, not like famous language. Yeah, it will be
Mm,
really interesting and fun to watch.
absolutely. Yeah. How things change. But yeah, I love the Korean alphabet. It just looks so far removed from my Latin alphabet. It just looks so different. Um, I think it looks really cool, but obviously I can't understand
I know. Yeah.
anything. But it looks interesting, I think.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is, like it has a lot of circles, right? Like well, as far as I
Mm,
know, yeah, a lot of people, finds that if it's Korean or not by, circle. Like if there's a lot, yeah, people are always saying like there's a lot of circle, it's Korean, and if it's
yeah.
not, then it's not Korean. Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
that's how they find if it's Korean or not. I mean, that is really also interesting for me. I mean,
Yeah, I think the alphabet it just looks very neat. It looks very like I don't know how to explain how I feel towards it, but I think the Latin alphabet I think looks kind of boring, whereas Korean looks like neat and like structured nicely. It looks nice.
yeah, yeah, it's kind of how do I say, yeah, shaped. Yeah, how do I say this? I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's hard to say this, but yeah, I mean, it's really different. But like in my opinion, I guess yeah, Latin. How do I say Latin? Yeah, can
Latin
you?
alphabet.
Yeah, Latin alphabet is more interesting to me because I always see Korean words, Korean
Mm,
languages. So I mean
mm.
Latin is pretty. how do I say, not familiar for me, which means it's pretty interesting. So yeah, it
Yeah.
depends on the people. Like a lot of Korean people will be interested in Latin, and for example, like you, who is learning Latin, then for someone like you will be interested in how to say Korean. So it depends on
Hmm.
people, I guess.
For sure. I think everyone is more interested in things they know less about. When something has more unknown, I think people are drawn towards the unknown. So for me, Korean is so different and unknown. So it makes it way more intriguing to me. And vice versa. Have you heard that term, vice versa?
Vice versa. Well, vice versa means completely opposite.
Yeah.
Is that the meaning?
Yeah, exactly. So whereas Korean alphabet is interesting to me, vice versa, the Latin alphabet is interesting to you.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess yeah, this is a really nice phrase, especially in the case like that. Well, yeah, I guess yeah, I should take a note about this phrase. Well, maybe I can use it in the other conversation, or maybe I can use it when I'm talking with somebody
Yeah.
from like for example American. So yeah, I guess it is a really useful phrase because there are a lot of how do I say like opposite things.
Yeah.
So I guess it is going to be really useful. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Lots of situations.
Yeah, a lot
um,
of situation and what was I gonna say? Well, I think I forgot. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Well, I have the words that yeah, there was a word in my head, but yeah, I forgot.
it happens to me all the time. Yeah, we have a phrase for that too. We say, like, my mind went blank, like a sheet of paper, like, when you just forget what you're going to say, like your mind goes blank.
Oh, my mind went blank. Well, yeah, I guess this is a really nice phrase because I often forgot what I'm going to say, and yeah, in those cases, I can use this like phrase. I guess yeah, this phrase will be really
Yeah.
useful. So yeah, like for example, yeah, oh my God, my mind went blank. I guess yeah, maybe I sound more native, when I say this kind of phrase.
Absolutely. My mind goes blank all the time. Like, if I have something in my head and someone else says something, it just disappears. My mind goes blank. So
That's right.
yeah,
Yeah, my mind goes blank. I guess. Yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you for telling me those phrases. I guess. Yeah, these are so useful for me, for
no
someone like me
problem.
who forgets a lot of questions. What they're going to, talk. So yeah. Well, thank you.
So when you're on Cambly, do you talk to like lots of different tutors from around the world?
Yeah, I talk to a lot of tutors around the world. Yeah. For example, I speak to American. I met British people. I also sometimes made a reservation with Ireland tutor. South African tutor.
Ooh,
Yeah. Like
Irish.
yeah, like how do I say, everywhere. Like I speak with
Hmm.
a tutor from everywhere because I mean all the accents are a little different, and I guess
Yeah.
it's pretty interesting. And how do I say? And they're all different. Like they all have their own how to say personality or things like that. So yeah, I'm speaking with a lot of different tutor.
That's great. I think it's good to get a variety of different accents because if you speak to one person all the time, you get used to their accent. Maybe you meet someone else, they have a different accent and you're not used to it. So maybe you don't understand.
That's right.
Um, but do you have a favorite accent?
Yeah, yeah. My favorite accent is definitely American. Oh, well, as
I
you can
thought
hear by
so.
my accent, yeah, I speak American accent, and the podcast that I'm listening is also American, and I watch a
Mm,
lot of American videos. And I guess yeah, it's like how do I say, clear and easy to understand in my opinion. So
yeah.
yeah, my favorite accent is American, but yeah, I can also understand some British and Irish accent. I guess well, actually, yeah, speaking of accent, yeah, this is what my dad's saying. Like, yeah, like as you said, how do I say, speaking with a lot of different tutors is important because if you keep speaking to American tutor and when you're used to American accent, and when you meet a people from like you can understand because you're so
Yeah.
used to an American accent. So I guess yeah, it is really important to speak with. I guess it is important to experience a lot of different accent to
Yeah.
speak. How do I say?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm terrible at saying this. Well, yeah, I guess it is important.
We have
Uh,
a phrase, it says, variety is the spice of life. It's
a
good to have
ver
lots of variety.
well, yeah, let me try to read. A variety is the spice of life. Did I
Yeah.
say it right?
It makes life more interesting. Like when you add spice to cooking, it makes it makes life more flavorful, more interesting.
Oh wow, yeah, that is. I mean, how do I say it? That is, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, this exactly what you say. If you add something, it is more interesting. So, like, if it's more variety, then yeah, it could be more interest. So, well, yeah,
Mhm.
it is also a really nice phrase, in my opinion.
So we're
So,
running out of time. It was really nice to talk to you, David.
yeah, it was really nice, meeting and talking with you. I guess, yeah, you were such a good teacher. Yeah, I really enjoyed our
Thank you.
conversation. Hope you have a wonderful day.
You too. Take care.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.